Oh shoot, Shadow Shade. I just told you I would show you the deck list. I'll show you after this game. Sorry, I just forgot. I mean, this stuff might be okay against aggro, if it's an aggro rogue. I guess maybe we just see how he mulligans. If he mulligans everything, my theory is that it's Control Warrior. Kind of like how, when you looked at Warlock, if it's Zoo versus Handlock. I don't know if that's actually correct theory, but you gotta go based on something. Damn. Got mind gamed. Like what we had before would be amazing. Patron, Enrage, Whirlwind. It's a good combo, but it might be too slow. Depends on how his start is. So he didn't coin out the Blood Cultist thing. Why? Why would you not coin it out? I guess you have some follow-up plays that you want to do. I think even like there's argument to killing this right away, so he doesn't get the weapon buff from the 3/4. I guess that's why he saved the coin. This hand. Probably should have dropped Borgin last turn. Because at this point, the win condition is not going to be Worgen OTK. It's going to be with patrons. So I should drop this last turn. Icker. Yeah, I was thinking he shouldn't be running Execute in this kind of deck. Definitely not the kind of card you want to run. Icker makes sense. Nomish could have used that last turn. Axe could have used that a few turns ago. Alright. Might be too late for the patrons to carry us now. We're so low on health already. And he's still left with 7 damage on board after we make patrons. If I was running an Armorsmith version, it might be okay. But against true face decks, that's where this deck suffers a bit because of the lack of Armorsmiths. I made a power aggro deck that runs 9 ways to get weapon, and I managed to not draw a single one of them in my first 5 turns. That's pretty messed up. That's pretty unlucky. Yeah, definitely very tilting, Azingas. You should probably take a break. Watch some Game of Thrones. Watch some Silicon Valley. Those are the shows I watch. You got rank 2, you just hit a wall. Almost there. Oh, this is Dragon. So maybe he's not super face. Seems like he still has a soul. Kipo. Okay, so we're doing this just to generate more patrons and also get Battle Rage value. Looking for a Whirlwind. Looking for a Whirlwind. Oh, Pyro. That's a Whirlwind, okay. Feels good. She shouldn't be running a Brawl in this kind of deck. He ran 2 Korran, so it's not like a Reno deck that would run a Brawl. How do you mulligan? Check out my guide first. Warm to your hair, bro. I got in a fight with a lawnmower. I lost. Here's the guide. Check out the guide for mulligan tips first and general strategy. He probably should have gone face more. It's kind of weird the way he played. Does he really have execute? Oh, he does run execute. Frothing would be something that we can use for charge. Do you think he runs Grom in this list? I bet he does. So we can face his Grom. So I think we do this. And then if he plays Grom, that takes up his whole turn. He kills off one of the patrons. He tanks 3 damage, and we have another 4, and the 10 from Grom. Okay, so no Grom. Well, Pyro. Guess we draw first. Let's get this down. Frothing down first. Ghoul. Not gonna play around Harrison. I think it's too slow to play Harrison. Costs 5 mana, and then he has another 4. He's already played 2 Korkrons, so how does he get rid of the Frothing Berserker? The play that we did here, it still sets up for lethal if he plays Grom. If he runs Grom into the Frothing, we have 16 then. Otherwise, we just charge this and face this, and then we have lethal. Mind if I post a link to the deck list? Yeah, sure, Michael. I like how you explain your plays. You do a better job than most other streamers. Thanks, Goofy Shot. Appreciate it. Hey, Grognosh. That's a life coach dragon. Okay, yeah, if you post a link, then I can take a look. Would be interested to see it. It's dangerous. Dangerous to play Grom against me. Okay, let me look at the... So it does run Rag, Grom, Draconic Crushers, Korkrons, 1 Azoth, Mate. Okay. Interesting. Interesting list. Oh yeah. Please show the aggro. Thank you for reminding me right before I queue. Here's an aggro rogue list. It's meant to be budget, so it doesn't have like preps. Doesn't have preps. Doesn't have Leroy. It's good. It's good against aggro decks. It's not as good against like Control Warrior. Yeah, I had some pretty fun games with this. It's like a faster deck to play too. Okay. Let me play. I want to play. Let me play. Blizzard. Got hacked. Got hacked. Rip Asia. Time to riot. Yeah, exactly. I quite enjoyed that last game. It was pretty good comeback. I thought it was definitely aggro warrior, and then turned out to be dragon warrior. All right, Icar's good. Wildpower's good. Ravaging is great. Organ is not really necessary against Zoo. Especially the coin. Pyro's so good. So we can be greedy about keeping the coin if we want to save it for the Pyro. Because we can just Icar here. This is basically one drop, so one drop against his one drop. It's fair. If he trades, then we can axe this. Whoa. Okay. I like this play. Reason is if he plays Imp King Boss, I can hit and then Ravaging Ghoul. And then this guy still trades with the Imp. He also deals with Councilman. These guys hit into Councilman. If he doesn't develop anything, then we just drop the Worgen. Frothing's better. Great. So now you need Soulfire. Anybody else got the Pokemon Beta? No. That's pretty risky. You're like giving me extra. So it's coin, Pyro, coin Battle Rage. I still have like a whirlwind effect from the Ravaging Ghoul, so I'm fine with that. And this is the kind of thing that you aim for when you play this deck, is that you want to couple in board clear with card draw. And if you can do it with Patron too, or Frothing, it's the best. So that was like the best case. We clear the board, got Frothing value, and we got card draw. Being Sagat can fit in any decks. I just got him from Peck, but never see him played. It's too expensive. It's just a taunt. So usually not. Unless you're playing Astral Communion Druid, maybe. That's the kind of deck to put that in. Turn 5 lethal LUL. These two might be okay together, just because it deals with the 7/7. Don't really like the double execute though. Unless he goes for a 7/7 after another one. Then it's like, they get tilted when you have both executes. I think I go with frothing. Acolyte dies to this. Yeah, it's pretty weak to just like pass your turn. It's weak to Flame Tongue. Rock Biter. Okay. Seven, 7, yeah. Ravaging, execute. Not ideal because I want a couple Ravaging with the Acolyte, otherwise we run out of cards. So now we go with the Acolyte first. And then go ahead and trade in here before he gets Flame Tongue value on these. He's at 3 mana. He's already used 1 Rock Biter. Abusive Sergeant's not that bad because it dies to the Ravaging Ghoul. That's pretty good. That's really good. Yeah, let's do Ichor. Just so we can kill this off completely. Turn 6 is not really enough to do the Pyro, Patron, Inner Rage, but we may not want to do that because it looks like he's mid-range. I wish I had additional mana because then we could do like Patron, Frothing, Inner Rage, Battle Rage all in one turn. I guess we just develop the Frothing here. Hipster Asia decks apparently. Okay, so now at least we can execute. So not Patron, Pyro, because I want to play around Lightning Storm, so it's gonna be this. Actually, Inner Rage and Battle Rage, that does it. This way I can get the Battle Rage off. Otherwise, if I use Execute, then I don't get Battle Rage. Okay. It's a game again. We got our hand refilled. We still have Execute for this guy too. And then Execute. Okay, got the Faceless. So we can play Emperor. Once you have Charge, Faceless, or Worgen, then you can play Emperor and still do 32 damage to face with Inner Rage. So I think that's what we're aiming for. Sucks that we gave up, that we're out of executes. We still have 2 whirlwind effects. So that 2 whirlwind effects would clear this. So we do Emperor. Oh, second Pyro too. We have second Pyro and 2 whirlwind effects, and the slams draw as cards. So as long as we get into those whirlwind and Pyro cards, we can clear the board and also generate patrons. Thunder Bluff. Okay. Luckily, this doesn't actually buff health. If it buffed the health of the totems, that'd be insane. Alright, so Pyro, Whirlwind. Pyro is ideal. This is Pyro. Okay, good. So we do Patron, Pyro, Battle Rage, or Rampage, sorry. Rampage is full board clear. I think to play around, we don't care about the Pyro living, so to play around Lightning Storm, then we want to Rampage this guy. And then once we get charged, we have 32 damage to face, which is 1 out of 5. Yeah. Even if you roll the spell power totem, Lightning Storm may not actually kill this off. So then he has like Hex this before Lightning Storm. Battle Rage, perfect. So we can draw through the rest of our deck. So we have 9 plus 16 plus 3, right? How many people thought I lost that game? You're one hell of a budget deck builder. Thanks, Maiko. Oh man, that felt so good. Who thought I lost that game? That's like the epitome of just like figuring out. This is so satisfying, just like figuring out this puzzle of like how do you win this game? How do you keep the board clear? Because Shaman is really annoying to play against, and I know a lot of viewers here say that too. How do you beat mid-range Hunter? How do you beat mid-range Shaman? Yeah, you can definitely add me on Asia, R-lol. Just PogChampion in my mind.